As you can see, I'm still walking, and I'm sure you, if you follow my channel, especially in the community page, you'd see that update that I put of a nice car. And I said a client wants to send me a gift. So I'm eagerly waiting for the gift. It's not yet come. It was supposed to come today. They said that I might receive it today or I might receive it tomorrow. So I'll keep you posted on that gift. But I also got some private messages from people who said that, Loy, I don't have money to buy you a gift. Okay, but please can you help me get a job? And once again, it was like people assuming that, everything is hunky-dory, that you achieve success all the time, or you can pay me money and easy solutions. See, I'll give you two examples, just two. And this has happened very lately, of not just my failure, but a real life situation where I don't think I can achieve success. Okay? So this is not just to, I keep my channel as real as possible. I keep my content as real as possible. I avoid all the fluff and bullshit that, I got this Lamborghini, you sign up for my course, you can achieve a 7-figure income. Like Ty Lopez comes out with this new ad that I'm seeing. The man was homeless and now he earns a 7-figure income. So indirectly what he's trying to say is you sign up for, get this free video, and then he will give you bullshit, nothing. But then he'll say, if you sign up for my course, earn 7-figure income. It's nothing but a sales pitch, a sales fest, kind of a sales orgy. End of the day, you'll end up spending $97 or $997 or whatever. You're paying him. He'll give you some mantras and words and tons of stuff to do, and nothing will happen. You can try it out. Don't believe me. So I don't like doing all these things. That's why there is no course online. That's why there's no ebook. Pay $1, get an ebook. No, each person is different. You can't give the standard advice. So these two cases I'll give you of where it's really sad, where I've not been able to help the person, and at the same time it's a reminder for you that you need to be careful. The first one that I got was just a few days ago. Obviously I don't want to give the details, but the gentleman sent me his resume and said, Loy, can you tell me what do I need to do in order to get a job? And the job that he was looking for, the position, was a senior level director. So I was like, okay. I let him know my charges, and I told him, before you pay me, let me check your resume. If there's any work required, fine. If there's no work, you don't have to pay me. I'll just tell you what it is. He sent me his resume, and obviously it was not up to the mark, but he had heavy experience. It was like, wow, impressive profile. So I told him that your CV is good, needs a little bit of tweaking. And I let him know my charge, which was not the full charge. It was a little bit less because there wasn't much work. So he agreed. When we had the session and we started to talk, the first question I asked him is, a person with your credentials, such a impressive background, why are you finding it hard to get a job? That was the first question I asked him, and he just gave me one answer. And that made sense. He said, I'm 65 years old. I was like, whoa, what? It just woke me up. I was like, oh, wait. Then, I didn't check his date of birth. I didn't check the years. And what I realized is the companies that he had worked for a substantial amount of time. And he indeed was old. So then I asked him, like, why are you hunting for a job at 65? I mean, haven't you made enough money? Long story short, he had money. He was living a retired life. And then a couple of bad investments, health issues, tragedies in the family. And now he's actually living hand to mouth. He goes every day in the morning. He drives down to work, maybe 20-30 kilometers, and this is not his age to do that. And he literally eats just a sandwich that he can afford for cheap, and he comes back late in the night, works 2-3 jobs. So I really felt bad for him. I mean, you're talking of a guy who has a wealth of experience. So I really felt bad for him. And you know, I kind of like thought, if it was me at 65, what do I do? So I started evaluating him, and I found out that he doesn't know much about social media. He does know the internet. He does know websites, you know, how to design and make it, the basic fundamentals, but that was outdated information, not stuff that is working today. Like in the olden days, you would have very wordy websites like Yahoo. If you go there, it's a mess. There's so many things. But today it's more of a clean look. It's only, you know, wait, let me have a look. Who is this? I've got this delivery van here. Okay, let me check. Oh, he's going this way. Oh, what? He's coming or he's going? Okay, this is a delivery van. So I think he's delivering to my place. Is he? He's delivering to my place. Okay, let me check it out, what it is. So I just got my delivery. Yee, I'm happy. Oh, would you like to know what it is? If you'd like to know what it is, well, why don't you put a comment down below. You all know what it is. I'll make sure that you come to know first what it is. Anyway, very happy, very, very happy. My client got a whatever result, and the client has decided to reward me with this gift. I'm happy. I like the gift. I really, really like the gift. I'll share with you. I'll tell you what it is, but guess in the comment section. Anyway, coming back to my video, and oh, I'm happy. Okay, it feels nice. You know, this is the rewarding part of my career, is like you enrich other people's lives, and that feels good. That's a bonus. You get paid for it. You get paid for what you do. But the biggest one is these short surprises. I mean, it's like, wow. It's unexpected. It makes my work so much more worth it. It's like, wow. The success stories, you know, and the gifts. Yeah, I'll not lie. It's the gifts that make me a little extra happy because I know my stuff works. So success is a normal thing now, but these extra gifts are good. So you want to give me a gift? No problem. Welcome. So I was telling you about this guy. So he's 65. Now he wants to try on getting a job somewhere. And because I felt sorry for him, I said, okay, I'll help you in whichever way I can. And I gave him advice and strategy, especially insight into what I do and how I do it, so that it would help him earn some money. And, you know, that's all I could do. But the fact of the matter is, at 65, for you to get a job, it's going to take a lot more than just having an impressive profile, online presence. Because as you get older, it's very difficult for people to come to you. Very difficult. Unless there's a complete brand overhaul. And this is something I mentally have been planning. That is, if I live until that age. But if I do, I have to ensure that I make money. So I have to constantly reinvent myself. So yeah, this was in terms of the first example. The second one that I wanted to give you is this gentleman who I happened to bump online. So he ended up paying me. He was working for a multinational giant in the IT sector. He had an impressive profile. His profile was really good. And the funny thing is, resume also did not need much work. So he got in touch with me. I immediately sent him the message. I said, dude, your resume doesn't need any work. It's good. I mean, I can suggest a few changes, but those are my personal bits. But your resume is good enough. So then why is it you're not getting a job? So he said, I'd just like to speak to you privately. So he booked a session, and when we spoke, he let me know that he does get called for interviews, but end of the day, he doesn't get selected for the job. So I was like, okay, then I guess the reason is your interview skills. Because if your resume is good, you get called for interviews. Okay? That's by default. That's the purpose of having a resume. But then if you're not getting the job, it's because you didn't convince them enough. You're not able to sell yourself. And like I was able to identify, yes, he was lacking in terms of communication skills. He just didn't know how to answer any question. Technically, he could answer because he knew his craft. He was very well versed. But he just couldn't hustle. He couldn't sell himself. He couldn't pitch himself. He couldn't... I mean, you put a gun to his head also, he wouldn't know how to, answer. So it was that bad. So we had to sit down and, it's going to be a long drawn-out process. Right now, we are working together on making things happen. Why do I cite this as another example is because for the salary he's looking at a very high income bracket. If he has to achieve that, he has to be a leader. He has to be a communicator. You can't get a very high position. It's a very competitive landscape. If you do not know how to sell and market yourself, well, you can get lucky and have some employer just bump into you, right place, right time. But the chances are very less. Remember this much, there are opportunities everywhere. It's everywhere. You just have to seek them out. And, it's like you have to market and sell yourself non-stop. And when you do that, eventually, somebody will notice. Because the decision makers, they are on the lookout for talent. So that's as far as, the situation goes. And the only thing is he'll have to wait for a couple of months because sharpening your skills, any new skill takes time. I can't give him a stock answer and say these 10 points, you'll get a job. No, it has to come flawlessly. It has to come smooth. It has to come from within himself. So the reason I'm sharing with you these two examples is to let you know that, focus on developing yourself, man. Stop being lazy. Stop being in your comfort zone. If you have a job, you're getting paid a salary. That is, you're good at that job. But invest in yourself. Stop. Have a competitive edge. Okay, I'm not saying change your job, but at least look to earn more money every 6 months. Earn more money. See, in my case, I have a target every month. I need to earn more money. Yes, there are limitations. I can't start earning maybe 10 million, 20 million a month. But I can always focus on challenging myself that, okay, I got $10,000 this month. Next month, 10,500. Following that, 10,900. And the extra savings, just keep it in. And remember, there are ups and downs. There are months I don't achieve my target. So then I carry forward this target for the next month and I need to beat that. So every year it's like a competition and that pushes me to get better. And because I work on a dynamic landscape where Google's algorithm changes, Facebook's algorithm changes, new competitors are there, there's no fixed salary every month. That pushes me to really innovate. Like even this series that I'm having now, it is me pushing for innovation, thinking what really works, how can I position myself better. So do the same thing with yourself, physically, mentally, in every way. Target on how you can generate more income. I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying forget personal branding, forget everything. Just focus on how you can make more money. And if you can answer that and you can make that happen, it can be $5, $10, $20 every single day. Remember, just one extra penny every day is money earned. For me, I have a target every day. Every day. Even if it's $5, I make something. And that's how I'm able to achieve my goals. That's how I'm able to live such a comfortable life. So I hope this had some value to you and teaches you. And I'm so excited about my gift. So excited. Anyway, guess what the gift is, and let's see how smart you are. All right, take care, guys.